Okay, this is week 4's social studies. It's going to cover the Texas Studies Weekly number 28, which is a review newspaper. Okay, so you should remember from previous review newspapers, there are tons of activities in here that cover the past several newspapers that we've used. All right, and so for this one, you may need rights and responsibilities. You may need, or you will need, scientists and inventors. You may need families and trade, resources and choices, goods and services, and money and markets. Okay, now when you come up on Wednesday, this Wednesday the 22nd, to pick things up, a couple of these newspapers will be in the packets of stuff that you'll be taking on Wednesday. If for some reason you don't have copies of all of these, I will have a link for you on my lesson videos link with each of these newspapers that you may need to help you with this review newspaper. Okay? All right, let's take a look at what is in the newspaper. Okay, citizens have rights and responsibilities. Good citizens participate in community service. What can you do to keep your community clean and safe? Now, I do want you to go ahead and answer that question. So just down here at the bottom of the newspaper, you're going to write a complete sentence and let me know what you can do to keep your community clean and safe. So you might say, whatever it is you can do, will keep my community clean and safe. Okay? Or I keep my community clean and safe by. All right? So just write me a complete sentence and let me know what you can do. Start with capital and with punctuation on that. Okay? Next page. Read each sentence. Circle the correct word to complete the sentence. So this is kind of like a fill in the blank, except you're going to look at your word choices and you're going to circle the one that would complete the sentence. Citizens pay for government services by tickets, taxes, volunteers. Number 2, the citizens voted for the mayor. She was elected, appointed, fired. The judge was elected, appointed, joined by the governor. So refer back to the newspaper over that if you need help remembering what those words mean. Okay, next section. Read how technology has changed our lives. Which inventor made it possible? Which invention did he create? Draw lines to match the improvement, inventor, and invention. Okay, so over here you have a column with the actual improvement that was made by the invention. You have the person that invented it, and then you have what they actually invented over here, and you're going to match all these things up. Okay, so you've got this invention changed how we communicate. So you need to figure out who it was and what it was. This invention changed how we travel. Again, figure out who invented it and what they invented. And then this invention changed how we see at night. Again, who did it and what was it? And you can just draw lines to match those up. Okay, next slide. We did a newspaper over us being producers and us being consumers. Okay, when we produce things, we are providing services. We are producing, we're making something, we're doing something for someone. Okay, when you are a consumer, you are taking. Okay, you're buying something, you're taking goods and services from someone else. Okay, that's what a consumer does. So on these, you're going to read each of these and you're going to figure out in each situation, would you be acting as a consumer or as a producer? Number 1, for breakfast, you have cereal with bananas and milk. Consumer or producer? At school, you borrow a book from the library. Consumer or producer? Number 2, you write a story about dinosaurs. Consumer or producer? And number 4, you walk your neighbor's dog after school. Are you a consumer or a producer there? Okay, so circle the correct answers on those. Next section. Look at the pictures of natural resources. Answer the questions below. Okay, again, natural resources come from where? That's correct. They come from nature. And even in the word natural, you can almost see the full base or root word nature. So that's how we remember that natural resources are those things that come from nature. They come from the earth. Okay? So you've got water, you've got oil, and you've got crops. So what you're going to be seeing here is a column for each of these natural resources, and then you're going to answer these two questions for each one of these natural resources. Okay, so first question will be, how are these natural resources used to meet our needs? Again, you have plenty of space there to answer those in complete sentences. Okay, water meets my needs by, oil meets my needs by, crops meet my needs by. Okay, so complete sentences to tell me how we use those to meet our needs. And second question, how can we replenish or conserve these resources? Now, again, you can go back into those newspapers to hear and read through what it means to replenish and what it means to conserve. Okay, when we're replenishing, we're making more of it, we're making new of it. When we conserve, we're trying to save. Okay, there are things we can do to try to save. So you're going to tell, how can we replenish or conserve water, oil, crops? Okay. And last page, you've got this picture here of this young lady named Lena. And you're going to help Lena make some important decisions on this page back here. Okay? You're going to circle or write in what you think would be best for Lena. So up here at the top, where do you think Lena should work? Do you think Lena should be a veterinarian? Do you think she should be a firefighter? And here you're going to draw your own picture and write the job description. And maybe you think whatever you came up with is what she should do. So you're going to circle the one you think that Lena should do. Okay, next section, community choices. Now, several weeks back, we talked about the different places that we could choose to live and why we choose to live there. Okay, rural, suburban, city. Okay, so down here, it's missing one of the three places we talked about. So you're going to draw in the third one and label it, and then you're going to circle where you think Lena should live. Okay, then down here, spending and saving choices. Lena's income for her job is $500 each week. How should she spend her money? Write an amount on each line. So she makes $500 a week. So what you're going to do on this bottom section is you're going to tell me how much money you think Lena should put in the bank out of that $500 each week to save at the bank. You're going to tell me how much you think Lena should spend each week out of that $500 on, let's say, groceries, clothes, gas, those things that she needs or wants. And then you're going to tell me how much you think Lena should donate out of that $500 each week, either to, say, her church or a charity that she might give to. Okay? So that's what you're going to do for the Let's Review newspaper. Let me know if you have any questions.